Air Force a jet, okay? And it's a great thing. We're talking about a lot of other things. This NBC trying to get off the subject of what you just saw. You are a real, you're a terrible reporter. Number one, you don't have what it takes to be a reporter. You're not smart enough. But for you to go into a subject about a jet that was given to the United States Air Force, which is a very nice thing. They also gave $5.1 trillion worth of investment in addition to the jet. Go back, you ought to go back to your studio at NBC because Brian Roberts and the people that run that place, they ought to be investigated. They are so terrible the way you run that network, and you're a disgrace. No more questions from you. Go ahead. Talk about that. His name is Peter something. He's a terrible reporter. Quiet.
I mean, the United States is really just looking so clownish to the international community right now, and no offense to clowns with things like this. So then Donald Trump starts taking out a series of articles to spread the lie that there is a genocide in South Africa against the white Afrikaner farmers, and then the president of South Africa is there also with the white agriculture minister, who also knows that there is not a genocide against the white farmers in South Africa. But Donald Trump keeps pulling these like conspiracy-laden articles. Here, watch what he does. Play this clip.
What would you like President Ramaphosa to do about the situation that we've just seen on the screen?
I don't know. Look, these are articles over the last few days. Death of people. Death. Horrible death. I don't know. Pick anyone. White South Africans are fleeing because of the violence and racist laws. And this is all. I mean, I'll give these to you. So when you say, what would I like to do? I don't know what to do. Just look at this. White South African couple say that they were attacked violently.
So I'm saying,
Well, I can do that.
there's bad stuff happening, has no idea what to do. No idea.
Farmers that are being burned. And he asks about a jet that was given. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, white people are being
He's such a bad reporter.
slaughtered. Yeah.
And then there's more of Donald Trump blowing up at and attacking an NBC reporter and calling the NBC reporter a jerk. Like you can see Trump's face turn like bright orange as well. Here, play this clip.
Talk about it, and we get involved here. But I will say this, that if the news wasn't fake like NBC, which is fake news, totally one of the worst, ABC, NBC, CBS, horrible. But if they weren't fake news like this jerk that we have here, if we had real reporters, they'd be covering it. But the fake news in this country doesn't talk about that.
So then the reporters keep asking Donald Trump, and you have international reporters there, reporters from South Africa and others, saying to Donald Trump, what will it take to convince you that there is not a genocide against white Afrikaners and white farmers in South Africa? I mean, you literally have the white agriculture minister who's not from President Ramaphosa's party here saying that there isn't one. What's it going to take? Here, play this clip.
It never changes.
Mr. President, what would it take for you to be convinced that there's no white genocide in South Africa?
Well, I can answer that for the president. I'm serious.
So then Donald Trump has a video that he's made, or that his regime has made, to further spread the lies that there's burial sites for this genocide that is not taking place. And you have the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, sitting there saying, what are you showing me? I'm the president of South Africa. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Here, watch this.
This is very bad. These are burial sites right here. Burial sites. Over 1,000 of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross. And there's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who's killed. and it's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it. Both sides of the road you have crosses.
Drop this off.
Those people were all killed.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? No, I'd like to know where that is, because this I've never seen. Okay.
I mean, it's in South Africa. That's
So then President Ramaphosa of South Africa tells Donald Trump, he goes, I can assure you that if there was an Afrikaner farmer genocide, the 3 white Afrikaner and other white agriculture ministers and opposition party leaders who are here in the Oval Office from South Africa right now, Donald, they would tell you. They're standing here right now. Here, watch this moment. Here, play this clip.
It will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends, like those who are here. When we have talks between us around the quiet table, it will take President Trump to listen to them. I'm not going to be repeating what I've been saying. I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these 3 gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me. So it'll take him, President Trump, listening to their stories, to their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
But Mr. President, I must add that we have thousands of stories talking about it. And we have documentaries, we have news stories, and then is Natalie here? Somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things, and it has to be responded to.
Sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would, and turn the lights down.
So then you have Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend is in the Oval Office, and he's one of the people who asked these questions. Remember, he was the guy who attacked Zelensky and said, why aren't you wearing a suit, is what Glenn said. So here Brian Glenn asked this ridiculous question, but then President Ramaphosa of South Africa says, why don't I direct this question to the agriculture minister, who's white, who's here? He'll answer this question. He's from the opposition. He's part of my cabinet. Here, let him answer the question. Watch this clip.
Numbers of people who want to leave South Africa because they feel they're going to be dead very soon. Yes, Brian, go.
If I could just ask you a question. 72% of farmers in your country are white. If they flee, do you feel that maybe the economy could collapse? You may not have a gap to fill those people that replace those farmers.
You know, I'd like my Minister of Agriculture, who is white, who comes from an opposition party to mine, who's joined my government at my invitation to address this very issue, including the question that you've just raised. John?
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Mr. President, thank you for welcoming us to the White House. I would say we have a rural safety problem in South Africa. I don't think anyone wants to candy coat that. And it requires a lot of effort to get on top of it. It's going to require more policing resources. It's going to require a different strategy to be able to deal with it. But certainly the majority of South Africa's commercial and small farmers really do want to stay in South Africa and make it work. And I've just come from the largest agricultural show in the Southern Hemisphere with organized agriculture and farmers, and the majority of them want to stay. But they too there have a memorial to those who've died as a result of farm attacks. And as the Minister of Agriculture, it is something that I'm particularly exercised with my colleagues in the police and my colleagues in the justice cluster to start making farm attacks and stock theft a priority crime. And it affects all farmers in South Africa, particularly stock theft. It has a disproportionate effect on smallholder black farmers.
Then Donald Trump mentions that Elon is from South Africa.
Here today, I have many friends from South Africa, but many of those friends are, they can't go back. Elon is from South Africa. I don't want to get Elon involved. That's all I have to do, get him into another thing. But Elon happens to be from South Africa. This is what Elon wanted. He actually came here on a different subject. sending rockets to Mars, okay? He likes that better. He likes that subject better. But Elon is from South Africa, and I don't want to talk to him about that. I don't want to. I don't think it's fair to him.
More of Donald Trump attacking NBC. Let's play it.
Any questions, please?
Mr. President, we welcome white Afrikaner refugees here. Can you explain to Americans why it's appropriate to welcome white Afrikaners here when other refugees like Afghans, Venezuelans, Haitians have all had their protected status revoked?
Well, this is a group, NBC, that is truly fake news. They ask a lot of questions in a very pointed way. They're not questions, they're statements.
Then Donald Trump randomly thinks that it's a good idea to attack the New York Attorney General Letitia James in this Oval Office meeting with the President of South Africa.
I'd like to get your thoughts on Letitia James, Director Polte. According to him, Letitia James says that the alleged mortgage fraud was simply a mistake. I want to get your thoughts on that. She put down that her father was her
Currently, but Letitia James, who's the Attorney General of New York State, it seemed, I'm not involved in that at all. I know it's being handled by various groups, I guess, but it's major fraud, mortgage documents, and fraudulent everything. I think she said the father was her husband, which she had to have a husband, so she chose her father, and she put it down, and she said, and didn't she sign in Virginia? Yet she said she lived in Virginia, yet she's the New York State Attorney General. She did that for tax reasons, so she could take advantage of taxes. And she had the wrong number of units, a much different number, which wouldn't have allowed her to qualify and scam the government. So I don't know. I think she's very bad for New York, but I really don't know too much about it, but I appreciate the question. Thank you very much.
And then you have some of the other ministers there with President Ramaphosa explaining, look, we have too many deaths in general in South Africa. We have gang violence in South Africa the way you have gang violence in the United States. And it's not specifically gang violence targeted at white people. There's a lot of black farmers who are targeted as well. I mean, there's violence. So we would like to have the support from the United States and from the international community to help as well. Here, play this clip.
We have too many deaths, but it's across the board. It's not only white farmers, it's across the board. We need technological help. We need Starlink at every little police station. We need drones. I actually got drones donated for the peace parks to stop elephant and rhino poaching. And his predecessor stopped the importation because he said the United States would spy on us. I mean, the US basics would be ridiculed. So if you can help us. Remember, sir, you and I lived in New York in the 70s. We never thought New York would be what it became. Two commissioners, tough mayor. We need your, but it's across the board.
And as I watch this disaster in the Oval Office unfold, I just think about what's going on in Beijing right now, where Xi Jinping must have the biggest smile on his face, and think about how the BRICS bloc is going to be strengthened, how America looks so unreliable and weird to the international community. It looks like a pariah regime, like a Kim Jong-un-like regime, with Donald Trump orange-faced, exploding at reporters, holding up weird articles, and we're just like speeding up the rise of China. It's a ridiculous, objectively, no matter what political party you're from, you should look at this and go, what in the world just happened here? We're going to cover it every step of the way on the Midas Touch Network. Now hit subscribe and help us get to 5 million subscribers.
Love this video? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @Midas Touch and help us blow past 1 million followers.
Fucking socks again.
I think this is like almost the end here. Hold on. Oh yeah, so yeah, I did that right. These guys come all attack me at once. This guy. Let's hit this guy. Nice, I was able to solo him. Oh wow. Nice, you see that? Get out of here. I gotta buy these boots back. I had to drop my boots. And here we go. Just gonna drop this head off to this guy because that's what he needs. That's what he claims he wants. What does he give me? Speed Star? I guess he gives you a speed potion. Okay. I wonder where I get the rest of this. You know, I can check. So, between floors, if we go to 34, we have to get the star key first. Where's the star key? Well, we go to 34, then okay, we're gonna go to 34. Let's go to 39 first. We're gonna go to 39. Watch, we're gonna use 39, 40 to go down to 39, which will take us to, this takes us to 33. I'm looking for the star door. The star. Where the fuck am I? Am I in the bottom left here? I think I am. Okay, that is what? What is that? Helmet base. Not what I need. Gotta get back on this. Come this way, go left, up, left, down. There it is. Go up, left, down. No, that's the fucking button. Where is the star? I'm so confused because I'm expecting this to be... This is the exit. This is the button. "39 exit, 39. So there should be like a door right here. Okay, well I didn't come this way, so that's good news. This is a pain in the ass without the light. This is why you gotta get a lantern. There it is. Okay, star door. Now we get the star key. The star door is in 39 again. So it's going to 40. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, so this didn't pay off at all. It's okay, it's okay.